G'day guys, and welcome to another episode. And in this one, we are smashing out the Ks. We are doing some 2,200 kilometers across 3 states in just 4 days. We are on a mission to get from our hometown of Hervey Bay to the Eyre Peninsula. But along the way, we are checking out some awesome low-cost and free camps. So let's get into this episode of Adventuring Pals. G'day guys, Elvie here.
Ashlyn here.
We are very excited, aren't we? Why are we so excited?
We're back on the road.
Yes.
Yes. Again.
We had about a 3-month pause. We didn't plan it to be so long, but went back home to Hervey Bay for Chrissy, New Year's. Then we did a bit of work. Ashlyn was working, hey, how was that?
Yes.
And then we did a cruise. That was a first for us. But yes, now we are finally back on the road, doing what we love, caravanning around Australia.
Yeah. We are hightailing it to the Eyre Peninsula pretty much. So from Hervey Bay
we're gonna just travel as much as we can every day. Hopefully in 3 or 4 days we'll be down at the top of the Eyre Peninsula, and now we can go nice and slow. Coming along for the ride is Ashlyn's parents.
Yes, they're hitching along for the ride, which is really good because the more people, the better it is.
It is.
Yeah.
They actually just sold their caravan, so they're just coming in their car.
Yep.
So there'll be a combination of sleeping in the car and in cabins where we can get it.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're excited. Let's get going, make some Ks and get down the road, eh?
See ya. The Mary Bakery.
Alright, we just stopped for a little lunch break at Gomerri. Went to the bakery. Man, what an awesome little bakery that is. So much nice pastries and what's the other bits? What would you call the other bits?
Pies?
Pastries?
Pastries.
And pastries?
And pies.
And pies. And sausage rolls.
I already said pies.
Okay. But we had a combination of Dad's fried rice and some pies and little slices and stuff. And everyone's full. No more whinging. We can hit the road again.
And it's delicious.
Delicious. Zealous. Yum yum.
Yeah.
That's the windmill blade behind us. They are huge. And that's what they use for solar, for wind power.
Here we are at Mooney Roadhouse. This is our first night on our trip, so always exciting. First day we set off home from home, and we've actually found ourselves back at Mooney Roadhouse. It always ends up being our first port of call on our trips away. It's proved to be a decent amount of drive from where we're staying to the next destination. So yeah, it was a long day, wasn't it, in the car?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, we played.
Yeah, we had
iPad boys.
We had some iPad technical issues. Some sad boys.
Oh, that iPad.
But we made it, and here we are. And it's really hot. And we are keen for a pub dinner tonight. So don't have to worry about dinner. All right. Fresh bruschetta.
Probably the healthiest breakfast we've had in this caravan. Well, day one on the road, That was pretty good. About 500 k's, about 400 something k's from Hervey Bay to Mooney Crossroads. We always end up at Mooney Crossroads, hey?
Can't avoid it.
Can't avoid it. It's a good distance away from Hervey Bay. So it makes for a good break on the first night. They have a good pub there with some nice pig trophies for the boys to check out. Always gets them excited. And they have pretty good grub at a very reasonable price. And the powered sites are very reasonable too. However, they don't actually have any potable hookup for the caravan. They have taps there with boil water, which we hooked up to the caravan and had showers with that. And then we used our tank for drinking and cooking and all that. But now we're in day 2 and we are back on the road heading south, going through Goondiwindi, Moree. We probably won't do too much along the way once again. We've got to stop in at a Kmart to get something for Ashton's parents. And then we'll try to get as close to Burke as we can. So that'll probably be about an 8-hour drive with a lunch stop and, you know, the Kmart break in between and all that.
Another big day.
Yeah, but we're prepared for that. That's the aim is we're going to drive as much as we can, get to the Eyre Peninsula as quick as we can. We're not going to go too much and do 12-hour days, but, you know, 8 hours behind the wheels should be pretty easy for us.
Yeah.
All right, we'll catch you up at the next spot we stop.
What are you doing?
You're making a fire. So many flies. And then I ruined it by purpose.
So many flies. We need to find our fly nets, I reckon.
Yeah. Come through the lemon. Well, it's not. I wish it could be night right now.
Ew, what is that?
Grasshopper. Yay. Can't do it. Too young.
Well, good morning, guys. This is the start of our day 3. Yeah, start of day 3 on the road again. We had a big day yesterday, over 500 k's driving. We set up camp at a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful campground. Free camp, actually, which is awesome. It is Brewerina boat ramp. And there is a boat ramp area and there is a nice free camp area, designated free camp, like a proper one. There is toilet block here and there is like a little playground equipment, like exercising equipment, so this sort of thing, which keeps the kids occupied. It's been good. But yeah, beautiful little camp, free camp, which is nice to break up the caravan parks in between. Had a good first night. This is the first night with a Alright, so what I was trying to say before we battery cut out was that we had our first night away in the caravan that's off grid last night. It was good. First night away off grid since I put the lithium batteries in. And also while we were at home in Hervey Bay, I put a shunt in so I can monitor how much power you're using. And I also put in some Sirocco fans. So that came in very handy last night. It was like 36 degrees when we pulled up camp. And those Sirocco fans kept us nice and comfortable throughout the whole night. They were on the whole night. And I'm monitoring them. And even when we woke up, we were still at 95% battery, which was awesome. And that's with the fans going, some of the lights going, the range hood, you know, pumps for the water. So I was pretty happy with that. So one overnighting trip used up only 5% of our battery, and then now it's sun's out again, it's pumping back up again. So it'll be interesting to see how much it is before we leave. But anyways, we're gonna go back to camp now, start packing up. Jaden's still in bed, and get ready to roll. It's gonna be another big day on the road.
I've been to the gym and I'm pumped up to go.
At the end of day 3, and we covered another just over 500 kilometers, we pulled in for the night at Victory Caravan Park near the town of Wilcannia. This is a council-run caravan park, and our family's cost was $30 for the night, including power and water hookup. There's also great toilet and shower facilities here, and it's based right on the banks of a beautiful river. That's where we made it to. South Australia, baby! Woo!
Yay. Finally!
Second time crossing the border right here, and it's not COVID this time.
Yes. So what was it?
2021.
2 states in 2 days?
Yeah. No, it's been more than 2 days. No, you're right.
We've been doing a lot of big days. So finally we're here, and now we can...
Still keep going until we get out to Port Augusta.
Yeah.
All right, quick one here. Let's get going. Guys, we just passed through the South Australian quarantine checkpoint. It's like over 100 k's from the border.
Yes.
But surprisingly, I had to take a lot more things than I thought we were. We could take carrots, we could take potatoes, we could take honey even, because he said as long as it's in a container with a barcode, the shop bought one,
Yeah.
all good. They took out lemon and took out tomato, which we knew they're going to take the tomato at least anyway. And we were actually going to chuck all the rest of it out. We just forgot totally about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there you go. They can actually take quite a bit more than you may think.
Yeah.
And they seem to be pretty relaxed here at the South Aussie quarantine station. It's going to be a different story when we get to WA.
Yes.
That's further down the track. So that's it. That's what I got to say. I wanted to tell you these things while it's still fresh in my head.
We don't have to do a fresh shop soon, so that's
Yes.
good. All right.
Well, after covering 2,200 kilometers across 3 states in just 4 days, we finally made it to Port Augusta. And here we slowed down a little bit. We actually stayed 2 nights, exploring a bit of the town, catching up on our shopping, and meeting up with some family. It was nice to change the pace a little bit, but we're ready to get going again. But that'll be it for this video. Join us in the next one where we finally start exploring the Eyre Peninsula. In the meantime, get in the comments and let us know. Are we a bit crazy for doing so many big days in a row? And would you do the same? Thank you very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll catch you on the next one.